Good morning, everybody. For those who don't know, I'm Victor Dover. I'm chair of the CNU. And this is our opportunity to meet the CNU board candidates. Now, everyone who registered also got a handout like this one, which has your smiling faces on it, with varied photography quality and lighting and so forth. They're very nice. Thank you for stepping up. The first thing is to thank the candidates for stepping up and offering to do this. We have an incredible list of people who have offered to do it. Here's why. Now there are at this point 3 generations of adult urbanists that are fully engaged in doing our CNU thing of changing the world and also changing CNU. And for the last 2 years, CNU has been undergoing a transformation. It's far from complete, still going on, but there's a lot of good things to report about opening up the leadership and refreshing our content for new and challenging times, and making the business operation more transparent and accountable, and very importantly, to embrace the new generations of urbanists. So last year, in June of 2011, the board of directors for CNU approved an amendment to our bylaws. This was a big one. This amendment implements a member election process that will ultimately bring 7 directly elected members to the board. This is only the second time in our history that the members at large have ever been polled directly on a big decision facing the organization. The first was to approve the Lead for Neighborhood Development rating system several years ago, which was overwhelmingly approved by the voters. But we've never done a direct election from the membership for members of the board. And it probably reflects the fact that when CNU was begun, it wasn't assumed it would be an ongoing and enduring organization and a growing one. It was assumed it would get together, do its project, roll out a charter, and go out of business. And instead, by the time we got to that point, it seemed there was so much to do that CNU would be better as an enduring organization and doing more. And here we are, this many years later, with 2,700 members. And what's the latest number, Abby? Do you know the latest membership number? I think 2,700 was the number we were expected to crest yesterday, so that's probably where we are. Now, in the first year of the new process, CNU received 14 applications for 3 available seats. We opened voting on March the 5th, and it concludes tomorrow on May 11th. The results of the election will be announced right here at the Saturday evening closing plenary. Next year, in 2013, the process will repeat and will fill 4 seats. And that will bring the total elected board representatives to 7. That's in addition to the member of the board that is elected by the chapter leaders. So we have a chapter representative on the board. Now we'll have 7 more who are elected directly by the membership at large. Each of the elected members will serve a 2-year term, and they have full voting rights like any other board member. They also have the same board member responsibilities as every other board member. Voting is conducted online at cnu.org, and it's open to all current members. So if your membership is current and your dues are paid and so on, and you have a login password to use the member-only areas of the CNU website, you can vote. Each member is allowed to 1 vote per seat, so you'll pick 3 if you haven't voted yet. Just out of curiosity, how many of us in the room have already voted? Okay, so we have some votes to pick up right here. For those who have not cast their votes yet, you go to the website today. I would recommend you not wait until 11:59 a.m. tomorrow morning to do it. I bet our communications director would agree with me on that. Go ahead and vote today or tonight, but definitely don't miss the deadline. This is how you can influence CNU's future, and I think it's a pretty monumental event. For those who've been involved from the beginning, this is big. You can get your questions answered by talking to me or to Abigail, or go to the CNU booth. So if there are questions about the voting procedure or anything like that, just check with us. You may have a problem with your password, or you don't remember it and you need to get a new one, that kind of thing. That's where you do it. We received 14 applications, I said, and we ultimately presented 13 candidates for 3 seats on the board. So everybody got this insert in the Congress packet that summarized all the candidates and to help you recognize them. There's more information, however, about each candidate at cnu.org/2012 board elections/candidates. Easy enough to remember. We don't have time this morning for each candidate to make a long speech, so don't plan on doing that, candidates. But what I do want to do is ask John Norquist to introduce them all and ask them to line up at the front here. And then I would encourage everybody else to speak with them personally about their interests and why they want to represent you on the board of directors. And then we'll see how much time we have.
We actually...
Do you have the list? Here you go. John Norquist.
Okay. I'm going to actually change it a little bit, Victor, and just say you come up on the stage. When your name is called, you come up with a mic and say hello. At least you get something to say so people can hear your voice.
But doing the math, you have less than 20 seconds apiece.
Right. Okay. So we'll start with John Massengale. And based on this drawing, that's you. Okay. And then Tom Comita, Ken Voigt, Chris Elisara, Nori Jabba, Matthew McElroy, Josh O'Connor, Liza Harris, Wade Walker, Frank Smith, Erica Hall, Ed Erfurt, and Dimitri Bosch. All right, John, here's your 20 seconds. Go ahead. Sorry to do this, but I've been in more difficult situations than this. Is having run for office 7 times.
You just used 8 of my seconds.
Okay.
This is the second time John has made me go first in a situation like this. So my name is John Massengale. Vote for me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, John. That's good. All right. Yeah. Tom Comita from the great city of Philadelphia.
Yeah. Tom Comita, town planner and landscape architect. If you voted for me, thank you. And if you haven't, I'd appreciate your vote.
All right. Chris Elisara.
Chris Elisara, and I'm here to try to take communications for CNU to a whole new level. That's my profession. That's what I like to do for CNU, so vote for me.
All right. And you did it in less than 20 seconds. All right. Ken from Wisconsin.
Hi, Ken Voigt from Wisconsin, Wisconsin chapter president, past president of the Institute of Transportation Engineers, trying to make a difference. Thank you.
Nora Jabba from the San Francisco Bay Area. Oh, Redwood.
Yeah, closer. Good morning. I'm Nori Jabba. So nice of you to all come. I am running primarily because there is nobody from California on our board, yet so many of our founders live in California. We are leaders in new urbanism and have lots of challenges in California for development, and we need to have some representation on the board from California. I also had the pleasure of being a guest at a board meeting in October before the Madison Congress, and I know what the board does, and I am willing to work hard and appreciate your vote. Thank you very much.
California, here I come. Okay, all right. Matthew from El Paso, where I served in the Army.
Go for it, Bliss. Matthew McElroy with the City of El Paso. The reason that I decided to run was because I wanted to see a public planner on the CNU board. I think the challenges that public planners see in terms of implementing form-based codes are unique from the people that currently sit on the board, and I think I can provide a lot of value added in that respect. Hope you vote for me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Matthew. Okay, Eliza Harris from Florida.
Hi, I'm Eliza Harris from Florida, Boston, Providence, New York, and South Carolina. So I've got the geography covered. I've been working with NextGen on a number of initiatives for a while, including chapters, because that's the only way we can reach a large enough audience to do all of the work that we need to do. Also on things like the open source and open innovation track. Please go to the open innovation track sessions, trying to get more people involved because we need more ideas in the Congress, and that's the only way that we're going to, again, do the great work that's ahead of us.
All right. Thanks, Eliza. Edward Erfurt.
Hi, Edward Erfurt. You can read a lot about me on my blog, restlessurbanist.com. Please go and see my platform there. I'm a member of the NextGen and also a member of the Florida chapter, where I feel that we've brought a lot of folks to the Congress I hope on the board we can continue to add that grassroots, ground-up movement to the Congress to get our membership up. Thank you.
All right, one of the two best traffic engineers in America, Wade Walker.
Thanks, John. A lot of you know me. I like to consider myself an engineer with a heart, and I'm not the only one. We've started to see a lot of change. I've gone from being thrown out of public works directors' offices as short as 7 years ago to actually being embraced with all of them. And we're seeing a lot of change. And my position on I would like to encourage your vote for me on the board. A lot more work to be done, and there's a lot of money out there in engineering that we'd like to be able to leverage. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Wade. Erica Hall.
Good morning, CNU 20. How's everybody? My name is Erica Hall. I'm from Washington, D.C. I work for NeighborWorks America, and I'm also involved in a lot of environmental justice and social justice movement in Washington, D.C. and the local area. I feel that we all bring something new and exciting and good energy and positiveness to the board, and I think just give us a chance, and I think you'll be pleased with what we can do to take CNU to the next level. Thank you.
In other words, it's time our nation's capital have proper representation. All right. One of the other two greatest traffic engineers in America, Ken Voigt. Oh, you already did. Okay, I'm sorry. We got everybody. Wow! We got through the whole list, and we still have a little time left. And there's this huge rivalry between California and New York, and I could sense that Nori Jabba was ticking you off, John, because she talked about 3 seconds longer than you did. So I'm going to give you one more. Why is New York better than California?
So, second prize is you get to speak twice. But the answer to John's question is because we give the best party at the CNU every year. Tonight we've combined with Placemakers Dance Party, so we are the party. I'm the fan.
Well, that did it. You just used up your time.
That was only 11 seconds.
I know, but I love New York and California, of course. All right. All right. Everybody, come out and give them your opinions right now. These are our candidates. Don't be shy.